Today we're talking about the current season of Real Madrid. Um, it's April 28th, and after losing against Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, our season was rendered complete, right? It was rendered finished. So, why is that? Why did that happen? Let's take a moment to reflect how, despite having like around 6 games and a Clasico to play for in La Liga, why is Real Madrid's season finished? Why is why like this wasn't how it used to be? I know there are bad times for every club. I know you kind of do seem like a glory hunter and someone who only supports the club when they're winning. Uh, when you criticize the club during its hard times, but it's kind of hard to see and not point out these glaring flaws which are so obvious, right? A recent video I've seen uh, of Divyansh, football creator from the Indian community, he has mentioned a fact very beautifully, that Kylian Mbappe has he has not provided moments, right, in the Real Madrid shirt. And I really thought about that for a second and I went, that's so true. But what about the hat trick against Manchester City? What about his goals in El Clasico? What about, you know, he won the Golden Boot, for crying out loud. Why, why are people like claiming that he hasn't provided any moments despite doing all of that? But you see, somehow all these uh, what do you call it, moments of greatness, they are uh, they are special, right? Like something really extraordinary has to happen for a fan to remember it forever. Like it's just etched in your memory forever. Like for example, the 92-48, the header of Sergio Ramos that equalized against Atletico Madrid in 2014, that was a moment. That was a complete moment. And I don't think any Real Madrid fan will ever forget it, right? That's etched onto our brains. And no matter what we do, no matter where we are in life, when we have to think of something extraordinary, something miraculous, that is like one moment that comes instantly, right? Now, it's not just that, right? There's many moments, like Cristiano Ronaldo, for example. There's many moments that he produced, like that turned the tide of the match around. That is something that I think Kylian Mbappe has not done yet in his Madrid career. And I think it's astonishing that Real Madrid, who are famous for booing their own players, uh, are quite, let's just say, hands off with the squad. I mean, they're not absolutely rioting as they rightly should be. I don't know why they seem much more patient than they were before. Like back in the day, you, Cristiano, Bale, Benzema, no matter who you are, if you fail to bring a trophy, that means you are getting scrutinized. We don't just want a great performance. We want a battering. We expect the greatest. That was what Real Madrid was used to. And now suddenly, it just seems like people have gone soft. It just honestly seems like Vinicius and Kylian Mbappe are getting it way too easy, man. Way too easy. Like, horrible. Like, people like Gareth Bale, what they've done at the club, like, even in his first, second season. I know it's not as many goals or as many statistics, but he's he's provided us clutch moments right from his first season as a player at Real Madrid, and he was the most expensive signing at the time. And yeah, that's what people will expect from a Galactico, dude. Like, obviously, like, if you're Kylian Mbappe wearing the Real Madrid shirt, people expect you to turn ties around all by yourself, even though your midfield is shit, even though your defense is shit, even though your manager is shit, even though you're not able to, you have something going around in your personal life. It doesn't matter, bro. You have to show up on the pitch. You have to own up to the jersey. You have to be something greater than who you are, which I don't see in Kylian Mbappe, man. That's the biggest problem. Kylian Mbappe is someone who's being very lazy, extremely lazy in his attitude. You see him press very rarely. I just saw this video where, my God, it's embarrassing. Jude Bellingham is free. Everyone's free around him, but he somehow feels the need to dribble all the all the opponent team's players, all the 11 players by himself to score the goal. I don't know why. He oh he is bad at dribbling. Kylian Mbappe, he's bad at dribbling. He's good at one-on-ones. He's good at you know beating the last defender or something. But he is horrible, horrible, horrible when he actually has to take on multiple people. He can't. My God, to save his life, he can't, and he is abysmal, abysmal at finding other players. Just forget about it. You're not getting a pass from Kylian Mbappe. You can do whatever you can flail your arms around. You can call for help. You can light a fire on the pitch. He won't see it, man. He just doesn't see it. He's oblivious to it. He just wants to dribble. He just wants to take a shot. He just wants to do his thing. He doesn't give two shits about the other players in the team. That's the attitude that we see from him throughout the season. It's not just for a single match. It's I'm combining the entire season and his entire performance as a Real Madrid player. He is not someone who provides great passes and great assists. That's just not who he is. I know there's numbers. I know there's numbers there. He does provide, but it's just that last clinical pass. Okay, cool. God, playmaking. He is horrible. He is absolutely tragic, bro. Can't see him play make for shit. It's sad. It's really sad to see someone who is touted as the world's greatest player, who is touted as the coming of CR7. Right? You can't take his name in the same vein as Cristiano Ronaldo, man. Come on, it's a joke. It's a joke. Kylian Mbappe has turned this club into a joke. Like, the fact that we sacked Xabi Alonso in the middle of the season, right after losing an El Clasico, then not even given him the opportunity to see out just a single season. It's horrible. The state of affairs is horrible. People like Vinicius, I'll talk about him later, but Kylian Mbappe needs to own up, man. He needs some serious explaining to do, or else he is I won't be. I will genuinely be happier if he leaves the club. If he chooses to be like, I'm not up for the challenge. I gotta go. I'll see where I can be better. That's if that's who he is. I wouldn't mind, because the standards of this club are magnanimous, man. You can't be expected to flail your arms around when things are not going your way. You can't do that. You can't just stand there uh, and expect to not press anyone and just get a free pass just because you've scored a hat trick in the World Cup final and you have a World Cup in your bag. That's not a Real Madrid player, man. I'm very sorry, Kylian. You have excellent players in your squad. You have players like Jude Bellingham. You have Arda Güler. Arda Güler, who is single-handedly responsible for most of his goals this season. These players, you have to be able to link up with them. Vinicius Junior, man, he is a great player. It's horrible to see Kylian Mbappe just rotting away at Real Madrid, and yeah, he is not a good fit for the team as of his tenure here. I hope to see things fixed, but that's it from mine. Thank you for watching.